did you meet Will Smith? Rico, Beard, let's begin, because I know you're a movie fan. And the Theater of Malpractice was showing a quad box this weekend. I need you to pick the biggest piece of coaching malpractice of the weekend. Are you ready?
You know what? Actually, I was thinking that I was going to be like, okay, Mike, the answers are Harlan Burnett.
No, he's on the list.
Sanders.
No,
Okay.
I've got a 4-pack.
Okay.
And you're Doctor Strange.
Quad box.
There's only one way out of this.
All right.
Theater of Malpractice quad box will go around the room. Malpractice number 1. You're an interim head coach at your alma mater, dying to be the head coach, and you don't talk into your microphone once on a Saturday.
He does.
As you have kids misplaying kickoffs, punters dropping the ball, shotgun snaps on 4th and an inch. Harlan Barnett's entire existence is coaching malfeasance. Number 2. We go to the game of the weekend, Oregon, Washington. I give you Dan Lanning before the end of the first half. Dan, I get the analytics. I get that it's Michael Penix on the other sideline. But before the half, how did you just not take the points right there? Help me. I give you Brian Daboll before the end of the half. Here's an idea. 15 seconds to go. We don't have a timeout. Why is Tyrod Taylor even allowed to change the play? Brian, if you have to, go out on the field nude, do the helicopter at the 40-yard line, take an obscenity penalty, and just make sure that snap doesn't happen. Fun fact, they cannot snap a ball if a coach goes lunatic fan mode and runs out onto the field. Or choice 4, the usually brilliant Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni. What are you doing with 2 minutes to go, and it's not Michael Penix on the other sideline? It's Zach Wilson. Why are you throwing the ball late? Hand it off, punt, play D, and make Zach Wilson go down the field and beat you. Nope. Whee! Interception. Dead. Biggest piece of malpractice, we start with Rico Beard.
Brian Daboll, because you finished not only the half at the 1-yard line, you finished the game at the 1-yard line.
Let's go to a man who might be Brian Daboll's kid, Kenny Cott.
Yes.
The beard is wicked.
Thanks, man. You caught me in the middle of a bad bite. I just bit into something. I'm sorry. go to David. Get back to me. I promise.
It's definitely Brian Daboll for me, because then you're complaining to your quarterback of why he did what he did, but it's your fault he did it in the first place.
Over the weekend, Kenny, are your mandibles ready?
Yes. Get the agave. No, I'm on Brian Daboll in this as well.
Okay.
I mean, I felt bad for you and Big G.
No, feel bad for him.
Because
feel bad for my father.
You make the mistake at the half, but then to end the game, so close. It's like, no. What a way to lose.
I'd like to give you prime time. I just want to recap something here, okay? Especially for all the narrative-driven morons that are out there like Mark Jones, Louis Riddick, Joel Klatt, Gus Johnson, or generally speaking, any of these bought and paid for idiots. Hey, prime time. You blow a 29-0 lead against a rat-ass Stanford team. Then you go in the postgame and essentially hit your team with a bus, going, well, I need kids who love the game. A lot of these guys like the game. And third, we find out your son is sending out promo codes to his merch store at the half before blowing a 30-0 lead. Now, heaven forbid if you critique Coach Prime, because you must have some ulterior motive, not know football, or just a spiteful son of a bitch. I'm none of the above. I like Dion. I think Dion's going to get it right. But what I don't
Some of your best friends are named Dion.
My point is, you have to call this man out for that hat trick of nonsense, no?
Yes, you have to call him out for that, because your son is promoting his merchandise, which tells me, no, You're saying some kids only like it and don't love the game?
But why does he do this with the
He's
watch?
showing off his watch
But
because
why?
he's rich and he's got a rich daddy. Your son doesn't love the game, and you're banking the whole team around your own kid. So basically, you're calling out your son. You don't do that at halftime of any game. You should be focused on finishing. So, no, you could definitely criticize
And when
Deion.
your kids blow a 30-0 lead, that ain't about them loving the game. Maybe you should have taken your shades off, paid attention to what was going on, and done something.
Look at you hating. It was 29-0.
Oh, my bad.
Right. 30. If it was 30, they would have won by 1, Mike.
All right, also from the weekend. Dueling Hail Marys. Which is worse? I give you Houston and West Virginia. West Virginia on a 4th and 14 from the 32 throws like a 10-yard pass, 17 guys missed tackles, touchdown. Unthinkable. Totally unthinkable. 12 seconds left. Now they celebrate, take a penalty. So now Houston gets the ball at like the 45. They give up a Hail Mary the other way. You got 17 guys with oven mitts bouncing the ball all over the place. Rico, which one is actually worse? The Hail Mary where bouncing and ish happens, or clown carring a 4th and 14, which is just a regular football play?
The clown car. Because at this, as we like to say, mistakes were made on both sides. You didn't tackle anybody. You let them score. But then you're West Virginia. Act like you've been there before. Don't rush out on the field because the clock's not at 0. Don't give them extra yardage because mistakes happened.
Let me bring you to something that's difficult to wrap your mind around. You might have a problem if a nerd from psychology class can kick a 40-yarder and the kid on scholarship for your team can't make a 37-yarder. Purdue,
missed 2
shout
of them.
out LeBron, not 1, not 2, not 3. Purdue's kicker goes 0 for 3. They bring a kid out during a commercial break for like win your books for the semester.
And a couple grand.
And he pipes a 40-yarder. What's worse, the fact that the kid makes it and your kicker doesn't, or the fact that your Purdue is a 3-touchdown underdog kicking 3 field goals against Ohio State?
That the kid, because Mike, it's worse that the kid came out of the crowd. Because how many times have you said, my God, go get somebody from the soccer team. You can just go get somebody out the crowd to kick. And they literally did find somebody out the crowd who outdid your kicker. The kicker couldn't be happy. And if I'm the special teams coach, I'm going to get his name. Son.
I need you to explain something to me. How is it that Tyreek Hill was fined and a penalty was administered for him grabbing a cell phone on a touchdown, doing something fun, but yet anytime an offense or a defense does something meaningful, the entire team is allowed to run 80 yards into an end zone and do a choreographed rendition of like Hamilton, and there's no penalty?
Yeah. Got to take your shot now. Because he used a prop. And that's what, had he just did the backflip,
Rico.
I know. Hey, cameras.
I don't care. I hate these. They don't make any money.
If he had not used a prop, and the second he did everybody, it was probably sweet. Hopefully the camera was rolling.
But isn't the football the prop sometimes in these
No, because
celebrations
it's
when
part
they
of
do a bowling?
It's a part of the game, just like you can't use the goalpost. If you dunk over the goalpost, that's a fine. Grabbing a phone, shout out Joe Horn, that's a fine.
These rules are really dumb. I still don't understand anything
But
you
you're
just
right.
said.
You can literally do the cha-cha slide off of an interception. You can, but you can't use a prop. I think it's dumb. I like the fact. My only thing was, man, I hope that phone was rolling because that would have been some awesome video.
No, it was. I think it was intentional and planned, but it was. They turned that video around and were showing it on the Red Zone Network.
Gotcha.
Even though I was muted because Scott Hansen is Satan, I was able to see that video.
During the witching hour?
We had a situation and pull the plug on this idiot. David, how are we on time? Do I have time for one more? How bad do you have to be at your job that people are willing to pay you $76 million to F off into the sun? Straight spite pay. If you thought the scene in Moneyball was bad, where Billy Beane, Brad Pitt, tells David Justice the Yankees are paying you to play against them, then what do you consider Jimbo Fisher? Because right here, right now, after another mind-numbing loss against Tennessee, they are going to pay this man $76 million to kindly leave. So my question to you is, if he's not the fit, clearly not, who is?
Mike, you just got to look a little bit north of Texas to the wonderful state of Colorado.
Prime? At A&M?
Oh, he's going to bring the cowboy hat and the sunglasses.
I like it.
Shador's going to wave the watch around.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Coach Prime, A&M. And what, screw it. Give him $100 million. We got oil money. Doesn't mean a thing.
Love it. And that is your weekend report.